Hey everybody, it is Rolly, and I am super pumped, super excited that tomorrow is the day that we are starting with Love Life Again. And so, if you haven't seen the posts, I wanted to be able to just jump on to share or to be able to answer a couple questions that a few people have had. So, what is this program? So, this program is 6 weeks of being able to tap into anxiety. And I left my phone on and I don't know where it is. I can hear it making noise. So, I apologize. But it is about being able to really tap into anxiety and really in 6 weeks figure out how to be able to get that monkey mind, crazy racing mind, that wheel on the hamster, to be able to slow down and so that you can take the next steps. And so this program is so once I've offered it the first time, you're always able to come back on and join it on live. And so it's 6 weeks of jumping in, and it's $47 Canadian. So with no taxes, taxes are already included for people that are Canadian. And so people who are in the US or any other place, then it is based obviously on the dollar change. And what I think is really cool about the US is that the US dollar in these particular cases is that you actually get it at a super discount. So it's even cheaper for you. But it is 47 Canadian. But we really dive in deep. So like we really dig in and do the work. So if you're ready to do the work, and you're ready to work through the anxiety that you've been going through, work through the steps and figure out how to be able to do this this differently. So it's not different every time that I offer it. It's different because of the examples that we're bringing forward. It's different because of the way that we're looking at it. And so people who've actually I've been offering this now for, I want to say 4 years, 3 years, 3 or 4 years. And each and every time that I offer it, because I offer it a couple times a year, and so when I do, we actually, people come back and they have new examples and they have new ways of being able to look at things. And so their examples are different than what they were when they were the first time that they came through. Because as much as we work through our anxiety, a lot of times things trigger us, it comes back. And so we need to work through so many more things. And so, but one of the things that I have put in place with this particular program is if you've signed up for it once, every time that we do the live calls, then you get to come in. So whether I do it once a year or twice a year, you get to come back in and share again as to, and a lot of times it's so incredible to be able to see the insights that people have had of like, oh yeah, well I used to do this, but now, okay, this is the area that I'm struggling with more. And so, but it's $47 for 6 weeks. And so we meet on Wednesdays at 6:30 for 6 weeks. So starting tomorrow, and there are replays, so you have access to the replays. I believe that the most beneficial part is being on the live calls. So if you can attend the live calls, I think that is the most beneficial. There's workbooks and things for you to be able to have some insight on how that part of it works. But so it starts tomorrow and 6:30 p.m. Eastern time for 6 weeks, and you have access to the replays and lifetime access to every time that I offer this on a live call, that you have access to join me on that again. So and then of course you have access to all the replays from previous years. And so I was talking with somebody yesterday and they said, well, why the other replays? And so the other replays just really help you potentially, not necessarily, you may or may not want to go listen to the other replays, but the examples are sometimes helpful. And so the examples sometimes help us with, okay, yeah, this is one of the areas that I was struggling with. And because we really break down that racing mind and figuring out how to be able to go from having this irrational mind with all these crazy thoughts to how to be able to change those irrational thoughts into something that is actually helpful and productive, and that you can actually move forward into what it is that's going on. So that's what we are doing tomorrow, starting tomorrow evening. If you have any other questions, let me know what questions that you have. Some of you, and I often get this, so just so that you guys know, this isn't unusual for people who are catching my videos, is that oftentimes I get the private messages either through Messenger or through Telegram. I'm not always the best at responding to Messenger messages. Telegram messages, generally I do answer them. So it all kind of depends on what it is that I'm doing. But come and join us. So come and join us. Help get that crazy monkey off the wheel and get things going. And so my friend Diane uses an analogy that I absolutely love, is that when the monkey brain starts going, I hand it a banana and tell it to go sit in the corner. And so you'll actually understand that analogy as we go through the program. But I love that analogy. I love that visual of like, just hand the monkey a banana and just let him to go sit down in the corner so that you can do the things that you need to. So I love that. I love that visual. So I use that visual all the time. So anyway, I will chat with all of you guys later. And again, for those of you who've been part of it before, you guys are welcome to join us again on the live calls. Live calls start tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. And I will chat with all of you guys later. Bye for now.